Hometalk, Soha Housing's residence magazine for autumn 2016. Hometalk from Soha Housing, a special Real People True Stories edition to go with the annual report. In this issue you'll hear how we're doing, our performance from the 1st of April to the 30th of June 2016. Real People True Stories. Update using your personal information. Who's that knocking at your door? How to combat doorstep crime. And diary dates. That's all in this issue of Hometalk from Soha Housing. To read this or any Soha publication in another language, or to add English speech so that it is read aloud to you, go to www.soha.co.uk/translation for easy-to-follow instructions. Welcome to Hometalk from Vic Breach, Chair, Soha Housing. Vic writes, Richard Peacock has had his say in the front of the annual report that you received with this Hometalk. So as the new chair of Soha's board, I have been invited to say a few words to introduce this magazine. Soha has 5 tenants on its board at the moment, and this is the 3rd time that the chair has been a tenant. That's a strong signal of the way Soha is run, and how much the organisation works with tenants. I'm especially pleased to introduce this issue of Hometalk, in which a number of tenants tell their true stories. We are a varied bunch, we tenants. Unfortunately, the lazy media stereotypes don't tell anything like the truth. If you're on Twitter, please look at #RealPeopleTrueStories, or on Facebook, follow @Soha Housing to see some great films about some extraordinary people. If you've also got a story to tell, let Soha know. The communications team is looking forward to your call. At a recent meeting of the Tenants Forum, they took the view that any organisation can have buildings and cash. It's the people who make it special. As chair of Soha, I look forward to working with all the people involved, staff, other board members, and, of course, tenants and local residents, to keep the organisation strong and focused on what really matters. Vic Breach, Chair, Soha Housing.
Contact us. The editor, Hometalk Magazine, Soha Housing, Royal Scott House, 99 Station Road, Didcot, OX11 7NN. Call 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545. Email housing@soha.co.uk. Join the conversation on Twitter @Soha Housing, or tweet direct to our customer services team @AskSoha. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Soha Housing. Sub-editor Lydia Wanstall @lwanstall.co.uk. Designed by Toast Design, www.toastdesign.co.uk. Print managed by Baker Goodchild. Audio services by Transcriptions Direct, www.transcriptionsdirect.co.uk. Hometalk is also available in large print, audio and electronic formats. If you would like to receive a different version or unsubscribe from receiving Hometalk altogether, please email lizroberts@soha.co.uk or call us on 01235 515 900 or free on 0800 014 1545.
How we're doing. Our performance for the 1st of April to the 30th of June 2016. Satisfaction. Overall tenant satisfaction with Soha's services. Our target, 90%. We achieved 91%, meeting our target. Tenants satisfied that Soha listens to their views and acts upon them. Our target, 81%. We achieved 84%, meeting our target.
Repairs. Average time to complete repairs. Target 8 days. We achieved 6 days, so we've achieved our target. Repairs fixed at the first visit. Target 94%. We achieved 92%, so we've nearly achieved our target.
Arrears. Arrears for current tenants. Arrears target 2%. We achieved 2.3%, nearly achieving our target. Current arrears change according to when housing benefit is received. We are on track to meet our overall target of 1.7% at year end.
Letting homes. Average relet time for all homes. Our target 20 days. We achieved 14 days, so we've achieved our target. And rent loss due to empty properties. Our target 0.6%. We achieved 0.49%, again achieving our target.
And antisocial behaviour or ASB. ASB case resolution rate, our target 97%, we achieved 98%, meeting our target. And tenants satisfied with the way Soha handled their antisocial behaviour cases, our target 90%, we achieved 86%, nearly achieving target. Real people, true stories. We've spent a very happy summer collecting fascinating stories from Soha residents. We've made a film about many of the people featured here too, which you can view on youtube.com. If you've got a story to tell, and we bet you have, get in touch with the communications team at Soha. Email lizroberts@soha.co.uk.
Drina started her working life as a nanny and hairdresser. In 1978, as a young mum of 2, she realised that the children on her estate had nothing to do in the holidays. So Drina set up a holiday scheme which lasted several years, growing until it became part of the local youth club. Older residents of the estate didn't always agree with the community investing in young people to the extent that the youth club did. Drina set up every week at the local community centre, offering her hairdressing skills for a token sum to anyone who was willing to come and run the club's snack bar. The cash went to the youth club too. After a spell as a volunteer residential social worker in children's care homes, Drina went to Ruskin College, Oxford, to become formally qualified in social work. From there she managed a number of Oxfordshire County Council homes for adolescents, and then set up a county council unit, providing support for adolescents living at home. The pace of life hasn't eased up much for Drina in retirement, as she is involved in her new community and in several activities with Soha. She also travels to visit family abroad whenever she can. Find out more about Drina and her life now at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories from the 12th of October.
Richard's home is a flat in a village straight out of Midsummer Murders. Thatched limestone cottages, a Norman church, allotments, a library, and community-owned pub. When Richard's block was built, Soha had to make special provision for the bats, who were there long before people. Richard trained as a chef, a career which started in London. Despite a car accident during this time, he worked in prestigious kitchens around the world. His last job in Dubai saw him catering for sheikhs and tourists with money to burn. He brought back a recipe for camel curry, but please don't ask him to make it for you. It's not to his taste at all. On his return to the UK, he was head chef at the restaurant of the Abingdon Arms in Thame. Since then, he has studied for a foundation degree in law at Ruskin College, Oxford. One of his modules was research techniques. Having seen rather a lot of the medical profession in recent years, he now fancies writing a book about the history of medicine. For the moment, all his energies are going into trying to train his new, rather naughty puppy. Richard's also contributing ideas to the Soha tenants' newspaper, Tenants' Times, albeit not recipes yet. Now we've lifted the pan lid on his talents, though, We wonder how long that will last. Watch a film about Richard at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories.
Paige is a Didcot resident, but these days only for half the year, as most of her life plays out in Cardiff, where she is studying media production. Her choice of course was pretty much predestined for someone who would regularly find things to film on her mobile, even on the short walk back from school. Along with around 60 others in her year, she's learning how to produce features for TV, radio and film. Following work experience with the BBC in Cardiff, her ambition is to take a master's, specialising in film so that she can work in documentaries. She says a film might be seen by a large audience, but it carries a highly personal message. The camera lens is my way of getting across my take on the world in a creative way. In the summer of 2015, Paige worked with Soha on the Soha Shorts project, in which tenants made their own films about Soha services. She made such an impression on the agency developing the films that she picked up some work from them too. About to enter her last year as an undergraduate, Paige is planning to make a film for her finals about one of her favourite parts of Cardiff, Chippy Lane. She says, "It's one road which is crammed with fish and chip shops. Everyone has their favourite, but the atmosphere is really great. It's still buzzing at 3 a.m, and on match days it's the first port of call for supporters of both teams." Paige's Chippy Lane film will make it into her portfolio to present to potential employers in a couple of years' time. For the moment, you can get an idea of her talent at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories. Paige was a vital part of the crew going out and about to record the stories of the Soha tenants featured in this edition of Hometalk.
Paul lives in the grounds of a former Victorian hospital in a flat not far from the RAF base where he had served the last few of his 35 years in the services. Paul followed his father into the Royal Corps of Signals, becoming a military-trained driving instructor, in which role he went over to the RAF. He was also employed in a liaison role, providing skilled RAF reservists for operations or exercises. As he came within sight of the end of his RAF career, Paul took part in a program to help him transition to civilian life. The help he received was so good that he went to work for the company, Career Transition Partnership, CTP, himself. At CTP, Paul supports soon-to-be ex-service personnel, from those discharged on medical grounds right up to the highest ranks, leaving after decades under the flag. Paul is responsible for dozens of success stories, from the army leaver who trained to be a priest to the very many he has helped into self-employment, to yet others he has supported into senior management positions in UK industry. One of his annual work engagements involves welcoming and guiding foreign royals and purchasers of significant amounts of military hardware through the Royal International Air Tattoo in Fairford every July. Paul travels around the UK and abroad. When Hometalk met up with him, he had just returned from supporting Gurkhas in Brunei. When he's not on the road, he's a rugby player.
Tom's rural extra care flat is the command centre for being an involved grandfather to 13 grandchildren and keeping his French up to date. Now 81, Tom joined the RAF at the age of 17, and his career saw him posted worldwide. He trained in Canada, served in the Suez conflict, was stationed across the Middle East, Cyprus, Libya and Nairobi, and was seconded to the Pakistani Air Force. In 1969, Tom won the non-stop transatlantic Daily Mail air race from the Post Office Tower in London to the Empire State Building in New York, flying the then infant Harrier jump jet and winning the race in 6 hours 11 minutes and 57 seconds. Tom had a career break from the RAF, taking employment with BAE, the Saudi Arabian Air Force, and Rolls-Royce in Egypt. On rejoining the RAF, he was posted to North Devon, where he also helped his wife run a small hotel, before his final posting involved an exchange in Dubai, instructing pilots of the United Arab Emirates Air Force. When he left the RAF for good, he spent a few years instructing commercial airline pilots, before finally retiring with his wife to start their new life in France, where he intended on staying until ill health caused him to return to the UK in 2015. You can hear about Tom's exploits from the man himself. We made a film with him, which you can watch at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories.
Josie has lived in Didcot since her earliest years. Her family lived at a greengrocer's on the site in Station Road, where Soha now has its offices. After Josie left school, she went to do office work in London, but felt a strong call to join the Church Army. This is one of the leading organisations training missionaries for the UK, but with some overseas links. In 1971, when Josie was ordained to be Sister Josie, the Church Army worked as much abroad as in the UK. Josie was sent to work in Australia, then back to England, to Uganda, and to Kenya in Africa. She trained men and women for ministry and mission within their local area. Visiting them in their very rural parishes often meant travelling on the back of a pickup truck. She returned to Didcot to build up the church on the then new Ladygrove estate and became priest in charge in nearby Drayton, before retiring back to Didcot. Josie has since become involved in helping to create and sustain the Great Western Park GWP Community Church in Didcot, which meets at the University Technical College. Josie has done a great deal of door-knocking on Great Western Park, including helping to run the summer activities there. Now there's a minister dedicated to GWP, and Josie just helps him out. With her strong community links, she was also asked by local business and community partnership Didcot First to judge their Business and Community Awards. Watch a film about Josie's life, as busy now as it ever was, at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories from the 19th of October. To read this or any Soha publication in another language, or to add English speech so that it is read aloud to you, go to www.soha.co.uk/translation for easy-to-follow instructions.
Larry is one of a number of rock and rollers, such as George Harrison and John Lord, who have gravitated towards South Oxfordshire. It was a guitarist friend who gave him the idea to move to his current home village. Legs Larry was the original drummer in the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, formed with fellow art school students in London in the 1960s. 2 TV series, Remember, Do Not Adjust Your Set, with their fledgling Monty Pythons and David Jason followed, along with several tours of the US and TV series there. The Bonzos performed on the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour film, and Paul McCartney himself produced the hit for which the Bonzos are best known, I'm the Urban Spaceman. In his time, Larry has partied with John Lazar, Jack Nicholson, Groucho Marx and Mae West, and tap-danced at 50,000-seater stadiums when on a coast-to-coast US tour with Elton John. All this from a man with no musical training but a sense of rhythm, who back in the UK for good started songwriting. In 2003 he became a dad for the first time, a career in itself. Larry's latest new start is his autobiography, condensing some 4,000 folders of souvenirs and letters, recalling some of rock's biggest names. Take a look at some archive footage of Larry on the stage in a film we made with him. You can watch it at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories from the 5th of October.
Sarah lives in Cholsey Village, where her kitchen table doubles as her writer's den. She is already a published author of a rather trashy romance novel, she says, and is now drawing on recent revelations about Jimmy Savile and society figures to produce a story of love, loss, torture and tattoos, with the working title The Leaping Koi. Sarah had been a pub landlady who had been declared bankrupt and was consequently homeless when she took her first Soha home. Recovering from the turmoil of suffering her business and marriage failing, Sarah took a foundation degree at Ruskin College, Oxford, in her 40s, followed by a BA at London Metropolitan University. Now Sarah is busy with the novel and working as creative director of a gift product company. Even so, Sarah's biggest adventure yet, as she describes it, will begin with the birth of her first grandchild in September. Ask Sarah what it meant to have a roof over her head when she was in desperate straits, and she says that a good quality, quiet home after the trauma of the years before was key to her reinvention of herself as a novelist. She says, "My home might be my creative space now, but once it was my complete safety net." You can see a film about Sarah's literary loves and plans at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories.
Amy lives in South Morton, where she has a good-sized flat with a large living room. All the better, as her hobby, soon-to-be profession, she hopes, means she needs a huge TV. Amy has been playing computer games for 15 years. It was her 71-year-old Nan who put her onto them because she used to play Tomb Raider on a PC. Her original plan at 16 was to become a hairdresser. Then she wanted to join the Navy nursing service, but asthma prevented that, so she took photography, art and media in the sixth form and realised that she could make a career out of gaming. Her small daughter is in the village school, so Amy works shifts at a local supermarket. Every other moment of the day, though, is spent on her City and Guilds course in art and animation in the gaming industry. She will be fully qualified in 2017 and plans to get her CV out to game design companies the minute she has that piece of paper in her hand. In the meantime, studying what lies behind the games she so enjoys means that she gets even more out of them. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life, as the saying goes. That will certainly apply to Amy. Find out more about Amy's ambitions at http://bit.ly/realpeopletruestories.
That's it for our Real People True Stories section of Home Talk, but there's still lots more to come. Update: using your personal information. New laws due to come into force in 2017 are set to strengthen the rights individuals have over their data and make companies take the issue of data protection far more seriously. At Soha, we already treat the personal information of our tenants carefully. We take all reasonable steps to keep your information secure and to use it only as the law says we can. We share your personal information with others only when we have your consent, when we are required to by law, or when it helps us provide the services we promise you in your tenancy agreement. An example of this is giving repairs contractors information so that they can contact you or visit your home, and asking an independent company to carry out satisfaction surveys for us. Soha also knows that being a good landlord is about more than just bricks and mortar. We collect and process information about our residents to help us understand and identify other needs and related interests you may have. The Data Protection Act 1998 lays out your rights in respect of how we process information about you. You can refer to www.ico.gov.uk for further details. You can also exercise your rights or update your personal preferences by contacting the Data Protection Officer, Soha Housing, 99 Station Road, Didcot, OX11 7NN, or email legal@soha.co.uk. You can telephone 01235 515 900 or free phone 0800 014 1545. Soha has reviewed its data protection policy, and you can see the latest version on our website at www.soha.co.uk/data protection. If you would prefer to have a hard copy, please contact the Data Protection Officer using the details we've just given you. We would like to contact you to send you information about our activities, events, and other services. This might include training, new services, opportunities to get involved, and events in your local area, for example. You can opt out of this by telling us at www.soha.co.uk/personal-information. If you are one of our residents who has told us they prefer not to receive our publications, such as Hometalk or Tenants' Times, you may be surprised that you have this edition of Hometalk in your hands. This is because it contains our annual report information. The law says that Soha has to make sure you have access to our accounts and our performance figures. You can opt out of hard copy magazines or newsletters at any time by contacting press@soha.co.uk or phoning us on free phone 0800 014 1545. Once a year, such as in the publication you're reading now, we do need to tell you how we have used your rent.
Who's that knocking at your door? How to combat doorstep crime. The customer services team at Soha gets at least one call a day from residents asking if someone who has just knocked at their door is a genuine caller. We love those calls. You are never wasting our time if you ring to check. Sadly, there has been a spate of bogus callers to Soha properties recently. Tenants have been scared at the least and, at worst, have been tricked into handing over money because they've accepted a quick flash of an ID card or even just a familiar-looking lanyard as the real thing. Claire Hewitt, the police community support officer, who has dealt with several instances of doorstep crime at Soha Homes recently, says, "It is better to question callers than lose your savings or put yourself at risk. If you don't remember making an appointment or don't remember asking for any work to be carried out, ask the person or tradesperson to leave until you have someone you trust to be with you. Thames Valley Police wants to support people, and you will never be thought of as a nuisance or silly if you call us for help." Soha works in partnership with Trading Standards, who give the following advice. Stop. Before you answer the door, stop and think if you are expecting anyone. Soha will always contact you in advance of sending a contractor round. They won't call on spec or cold, and they will never ask you for money. Make sure your back door and any other doors leading outside are locked before you go to the front door. If you feel uncomfortable, don't answer the door and lock it. Check. Always ask for photo ID. Genuine callers will always have identification. If you are still uncertain, phone the organisation and confirm the person's identity, even if he or she is claiming to be from a utility company, the police, the local authority, or something to do with Soha. Genuine callers will always be happy to wait outside the door. They will not be annoyed if you refuse to let them in or tell them to go away, and they will not try to put pressure on you to let them in. Be aware that the phone number on the ID may have been made up so that you call an accomplice instead of the real organisation. Instead, use your telephone book or computer to find the number for the organisation you're checking with. If you're not expecting a visitor, do not know who is at the door, have any doubt or feel uncomfortable, do not open the door. If the visitor seems plausible enough to let them in, you should still be on the alert. Never agree to have any work done as a result of a cold call. Don't make snap decisions and do not be pressurized into having the job done. Do not keep large amounts of money in your home, no matter how well you think it's hidden. Do not allow anyone to look around your house alone. Trading Standards officers will be visiting Soha's Independent Living Scheme surgeries starting in the autumn, but you can always contact them yourself by searching for Trading Standards on your County Council website or calling the Soha Customer Services team on 0800 014 1545, free even from most mobile providers, to get the phone number. Diary dates starting with October 2016. Saturday the 1st of October, Board Away Day. Tuesday the 4th of October, AM visit with Ross Andrews, Estate Inspection Swindon. 11 AM to 1 PM, Liaison Group Meeting, Royal Scot House. And a PM visit with Helen Kennedy, Estate Inspection, Medill Close, Woodcote. Tuesday the 11th of October, 10 AM until 12:30 PM. Get to know Soha better, arrears handling at Royal Scot House. And a PM visit with Nicola Hanson and Thames Valley Police, Estate Inspection, Van Diemen's Road and Broadwaters Avenue, Thame.
Wednesday the 12th of October, 4:30 to 7:30 PM, Audit and Risk Committee meeting at Royal Scot House. Thursday the 13th of October, AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Gainsborough Estate, Henley. And Tuesday the 18th of October, AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection, Fleet Meadow, Didcot, and AM visit with Lauren Aldridge, Estate Inspection at Great Western Drive, Didcot.
Wednesday the 19th of October, AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection, Mount View, Henley, and also an AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Luca Avenue, Henley. Thursday the 20th of October, AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Luca Avenue, Henley, and 6 until 8 PM, Board Meeting, Royal Scot House. Wednesday the 26th of October, AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection, Great Western Park, Didcot. Then 1:30 to 4 PM, free Get Online session at Abingdon, Preston Road Community Centre. And Thursday the 27th of October, 1:30 until 3 PM, another free Get Online session at Didcot, Barnes Close.
On to November 2016, and on Thursday the 3rd of November, from 1:30 to 3:30 PM, a free Get Online session at Henley YMCA. And from 2 until 4:30 PM, Get to Know Soha Better, Legal and Leasehold Services at Royal Scot House. On Wednesday the 9th of November, an AM visit with Helen Kennedy, Estate Inspection at Sherwood Place, Barton. Thursday the 10th of November, an AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection at Gainsborough Estate, Henley. And Wednesday the 16th of November, an AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection at Fleet Meadow, Didcot, and from 1:30 to 4 PM, a free Get Online session at Abingdon, Preston Road Community Centre.
Thursday the 17th of November, AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection at Luca Avenue, Henley. PM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Mount View, Henley. And then 6 until 8:30 PM, Tenants Forum meeting, Royal Scot House. Tuesday the 22nd of November, AM visit with Helen Kennedy, Estate Inspection, Oakbridge Place, Drayton Road and Caldecott Chase, Abingdon. And 10 AM until 1 PM, Scrutiny Group meeting, Royal Scot House. Wednesday the 23rd of November, AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection, Great Western Park, Didcot, and an AM visit with Lauren Aldridge, Estate Inspection, Great Western Drive, Didcot. And Thursday the 24th of November, 1 until 3 PM, free Get Online session at Didcot, Barnes Close. And from 6 until 8 PM, Board Meeting, Royal Scot House.
Then it's on to December 2016. Monday the 5th of December, 10 AM to 12:30 PM, Get to know Soha better, IT, at Royal Scott House. Tuesday the 6th of December, an AM visit with Ross Andrews, Estate Inspection, Swindon. Wednesday the 7th of December, an AM visit with Emma Langstaff, Estate Inspection at Fleet Meadow, Didcot. Thursday the 8th of December, AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Gainsborough Estate, Henley. And 1:30 to 3:30 p.m, free Get Online session at Henley YMCA.
Tuesday the 13th of December, PM visit with Nicola Hanson and Thames Valley Police. Estate Inspection, Van Diemen's Road and Broadwaters Avenue, Thame. Wednesday the 14th of December, AM visit with Emma Langstaff. Estate Inspection, Great Western Park, Didcot. PM visit with Helen Kennedy. Estate Inspection, Medill Close, Woodcote. And from 1:30 until 4 p.m, free Get Online session at Abingdon, Preston Road Community Centre. Thursday the 15th of December, AM visit with Holly Corkett. Estate Inspection, Luca Avenue, Henley. Another AM visit with Holly Corkett, Estate Inspection, Mount View, Henley. 1 until 3 p.m, free Get Online session at Didcot, Barnes Close. And finally, Wednesday the 21st of December, AM visit with Lauren Aldridge. Estate Inspection, Great Western Drive, Didcot. If you're interested in attending any of the events listed here or joining one of our estate inspections, please call us on 01235 515 900 or 0800 014 1545, free from landlines and most mobile providers, for more information. Even if where you live isn't on our calendar, you can still arrange to meet your neighbourhood officer to chat about any concerns in your area.
Get gas and lecky under control. Ask your energy supplier about getting a smart meter at no extra cost. For more information, visit smartenergygb.org. Smart Energy GB, the voice of the smart meter rollout.
This is Gaz. Gaz is a mischievous little tyke who, before you know it, can burn an awful lot of energy. And this is Lecky. No one really knows what they get up to half the time, and together they're out of control. That's why by 2020 every home in Britain can upgrade to a smart meter to transform how you buy and use your gas and electricity. All energy suppliers will be installing smart meters at no extra cost to let you see exactly how much energy you're using in pounds and pence. Your supplier will be in touch to arrange an appointment with a trained engineer who will fit your new smart meter and show you how to get the most out of it. It's time to get Gaz and Lecky under control.
And that brings us to the end of this autumn 2016 issue of Hometalk, Soha Housing's magazine. We hope you found it interesting and informative, and we look forward to bringing you more news in the next issue. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hometalk from Soha Housing.